Hey guys, just want to talk about mental trauma, ADHD, and suicide. Just last week, we've had one of the Australian coaches for the NRL commit suicide, and there's a big thing around this, and you would never pick it. So what I see on a lot of situations with people is people can put their trauma as a badge of honour and keep themselves stuck. The ones that have the trauma that actually go towards suicide are the ones that actually you will never see sharing how they're going. And these are people like me. So I had a position where I was used to go to bridges, and I used to hold my hands underneath the bridges because in my head my head was saying just jump, it'd be easier that way. I'd drive my car and say hit that tree. Now no one knew any of this. And I was that happy-go-lucky person that everyone really, really liked having around. And no one would have known that I had any of these thoughts simply because I didn't share any of that stuff. And ADHD can be one of those challenging things as well. So where people get really, really stuck in their mind and aren't able to regulate their emotions. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip around where these three things can be a problem. It's not being able to accept the emotions that are sitting inside that create the thoughts in the head. And when you're unable to do this, this can lead to a want to take your life. And a lot of people that I've met who people are in shock by quite often is because they've not told anyone how they're feeling, no one really knows, and then all of a sudden something happens. And I was going to be one of those people. And I'm sharing this now because I'm not one of those people anymore. It was there, it was sitting in my psyche, and it's really common in a lot of people, and people don't talk about this stuff, especially in entrepreneurship and business, where there's so much mental health issues in business and in life in general, in corporate, and especially right now because of COVID and all the stuff that's happened. So I think it's really important to understand that these things can be changed very, very rapidly if someone's willing to actually take steps to change them with you. So I've been helping people for a very long time, and I've been told afterwards that I was basically the last port of call for them leaving this planet. And so it's really, really interesting having that experience where I've been that person, and I know that's because I've attracted it, because I've had that myself. So quite often when people have told me they've had massive crazy thoughts around wanting to leave the planet and really struggling, they come and find me like a beacon. Reason being, because I know it, and it's in my psyche, and people come and find me for that. So one thing I've learned from my personal experiences in life is that you can actually heal anything within a minute. That's easy. That's the easy part. The transformation of change from mental state to clarity, or emotional state to calm, it only takes about a minute to do. That's the easy part. The more difficult part is actually the life that you've got to lead to make that continual and focused on a journey to actually make sure that you are working on yourself. So when that pressure mounts, maybe again, you've got tools and techniques to deal with it. Our techniques and tools are not about running away from trauma or running away from your thoughts or feelings. They're about engagement of them in a very, very different way. So when you engage them in a way that allows the thought and the feeling to be honoured, they completely melt away in a couple of seconds, and they're really fast. So what I want to hand to you around these things called trauma, ADHD, and suicidal thoughts. I was just working with someone who I said to him, I can see suicidal thoughts in your head, and he agreed. And it's just talking about the things that we don't talk about. People just want to talk about how things are, or they want to put their badge of trauma on their as an honour. There's ways in which you can work with your staff in a really, really elegant way to help you change your life so you can actually make a better one. So just have a think about that, guys. Now, if you're in that mental game and you're struggling, it's what we do is really, really simple to help people move out of it. It doesn't have to hurt to grow. It doesn't have to hurt to change. It's just whether you're willing to get out of your own way. And this is what we do in our academy. We help people create a bridge with them so they can walk across the bridge rather than feeling like they're going to fall into the chasm. So if you want some help, come and check us out. See ya.